Welcome, Fret Talk podcast listeners. You are here with your host, Mr. BudgetPedalChap. It is episode number 325 of the Fret Talk podcast. You are joined this week by, oh my gosh, it's Josh.
Hello.
Hi. You are also joined by Mr. Matt Quine. Say hi, Matt.
Hi, Matt.
Yeah. I'm looking very like 90s wrestler today.
You've got a blue version of
weighing
Mick
in.
Foley's fucking...
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Weighing in at 247 pounds.
That's it.
On a good day.
That's it. With the wind behind me. After a decent shit. Oh dear. So it is episode number 325 of the Fret Talk podcast. How are we all, gentlemen?
Yeah,
Very good, thank you.
We all gravy.
Gravy.
We had a birthday in the Fret Talk podcast this week.
We did.
Yeah, I'm now officially really old.
Is it like that one? Is it the official
No,
one?
it's 32.
Oh, fair play.
I've got 1 year left in me, and then obviously, because I look like Jesus, I'll be dead at 33.
Yeah, standard. Like, better to burn out than fade away. I think it was Kurt Cobain's motto, weren't it? And he stood by it. He stood by it.
Courtney did it.
Allegedly.
I mean, it's a song. All I did was say a song title.
Yeah. It's like that fucking OJ Simpson like memoir thing.
If I did it.
If I did it, and then like OJ's family got the rights to it and just put I did
Yeah,
it.
it was, yeah, her family got the rights to it. If in about 6 font, and then I did it in 72.
Like, absolutely classy maneuver that was.
I fucking love that. Yeah.
They're brilliant. Right, on such a light-hearted note, let's mention our sponsor for this week. And it is, of course, Affordable. So we are sponsored this week by Affordable. Affordable bring you pedals from DemonFX, JSA Effects, Mosky, Joyo and Caline at amazing prices. They are a UK company with all of their stock ready to ship in fantastic recyclable packaging. Check them out. Please do at affordable.co.uk. They have got some amazing things in stock. One of which we will be talking about a little bit later on, which happens to be a very, very cheeky BEOD clone. Very, very cheeky. Very cheeky. But, like, is it good? We'll find out. But first, as per tradition, the tradition that we've been doing for about 5 episodes, we're going to do shit news of the week. And shit news of the week, this week, it's taking a little bit of a twist, because it's not actual shit news in terms of it being like unwanted news, but it is news that is shit. So I'm gonna have to give a shout out here to Mr. Matt Quinn. Wee, say hi, Matt. He tagged me in a posting Guitar Nerds literally today, and it was a screen capture of a post in another group. I don't know which group it was, but by Frank Ricciotti, who is basically like Line 6 / Yamaha's dude. I don't even know his job title, but he's like pretty high up in the Line 6 Yamaha ecosystem, the company. And he had some news. Right, so I'm going to read it verbatim. So he says, it's a bit waffly, so do bear with me. So he says, I wanted to take a moment to give you some important information regarding our Variax guitar line. We have watched with incredible pride as you have used these instruments to create amazing music and to do incredible things with the technology over the last 12 years. More than that, isn't it? I would have thought. Like I had one in 2000 and something.
The first ones must have been like 2003-ish.
I thought it was around that. Yeah, but like I assume like the most recent one of the Variax. So the creation of this group and the way it's grown over the years has been truly inspirational to watch. We are in awe of the talent and creativity. This is where it all starts turning sour. Unfortunately, due to the end of life on several of the components used in the Variax technology, we are unable to continue with future mass production of these instruments. We, for some reason, I've capitalised the whole word we. We have made a limited run. Yeah, maybe he's just really gleeful.
Maybe he's French.
Oui. No, because they spell that weird, isn't it? O-U-I. Oi. We've made a limited run of some fantastic made US Variax instruments that are available. So they're doing one kind of final big bang with the Variax and are basically using the last of the components in some of the USA JTV models, which is kind of cool because they were considered like the creme de la creme. However, it's the death of the Line 6 Variax, which sad times. I mean, I pretty much use mine as Pacifica. So if they, unless they discontinue that's then I'm all good. But no, it like genuinely is sad because they are they're a very interesting instrument, and I think there's been a few companies recently have given it a go as well. And so you've got like the Moore GTRS, which has got some of that kind of technology in it, but then have taken it further with like amp modeling as well within it. There's another company who's doing it as well. Can't remember. Another one of those kind of...
I remember the Moore one.
Yeah. But you also had, like, between the first run of the Variaxes and the more modern versions, you had the Fender... what was it called? It was like the...
Oh, not the Firebird X.
No, that was Gibson's take on it. That was Gibson. A Stratocaster, but what was it called? It was like the V something or other. And it basically,
I don't remember that one.
So it had a lot, very similar to the Variax. It had like a little knob that had like SH and like another couple of things. Basically like single core humbucker, etc., etc.
Yeah, P90.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah.
All of those, like literally all of those much bigger companies fell flat on their arse. So, like, you've got to hand it to Line 6 for making such a good go of this and like, continuing the support for an instrument that was, like, very niche. Like, it didn't have mass appeal, but those people who got it loved it and really ran with it. I mean, I'm saying that. And then both me and Matt have them and then use them as normal guitars.
To be fair, I used mine as a Variax for a while, and like if I could be bothered to charge it, my biggest issue is I'm lazy.
Yeah.
So I don't charge. But if I could be bothered to charge it, like it is the perfect gigging man's guitar.
Yeah.
Especially if you're in a covers band. Like if you're in a covers band and you need P90s for that song, humbuckers for that song, you need a Les Paul sound for that one, but a more open hollow body sound for the next one. You need a fucking stupid, horrible Rickenbacker for the Beatles song you're playing. Like,
yeah,
you could do that, but I just couldn't be asked. And the other thing that really annoyed me is they didn't... I know that in the real world, pickup outputs are different, and a Les Paul is louder than a Strat, and a Telly is quieter again, because if it's vintage pickups. But if they'd have set it as a level, it's the perfect gigging musician's guitar. But the fact that they didn't meant it was a pain in the ass, and you had to fucking either turn your amp up or down every time, or have a pedal on your board where you change the level.
Yeah, there was an easy fix for that, Matt.
There wasn't, because I plugged it into the computer and everything I did didn't save to the guitar. So I never plugged it in again because the interface was fucking awful.
I think that may have been more of a problem with your ability to navigate that than it was with the software itself. Oh, I didn't have any issues with it. But there was, like, within the Line 6 forums, there was a patch, basically. Someone had created, like, an auto-leveled patch where it was basically all of the basic presets, but all the levels had been evened out. And you could just literally, like, grab that file and import it into your Variax, and then voila.
Yeah, I never saw that.
Yeah, I mean, that's something you could still use to this day.
If I could find the box to plug it into my computer, which I can't.
Yeah, I mean, that would be an issue. Yeah, I think if you run the Line 6, I think like the Dream Rig, I think they called it, where it was like either Helix into Variax or like Pod XT into Variax. And like that even worked with the DT.
Wasn't there a 212 amp?
Yeah, the
well?
DT25 and the DT50, which could then, you could get like patches on your pod or your Helix to...
It would change the guitar as well as the amp sound, yeah.
Yeah, it switched the amp to whichever channel you needed on the actual amplifier, would add all the effects that you wanted within the unit, and then switch your Variax patch as well.
I mean, it's what Roberto was using. He was using the Shuriken version of it, and he was using that with Frog Leap for a while and using the Helix and having it all kind of sort of the start of a song, he'd been a banjo, and then it would just go to like a drop A baritone. And I was just like, this is wizardry.
Yeah, and it could be that if you were like a theatre guitarist, or someone who played in the pits in the theatre, and you had a Line 6 like a Variax running into a Helix, you could basically fucking do everything. Or like a really high paid functions band, or like a covers band.
Yeah.
All of those like patch changes you could link up with your Helix, and that was a really like tempting offer for that, really, wasn't it? Like the whole everything changes at the switch of a like foot, rather than having to mess about on the guitar itself to get the correct patch. Because I know like messing with your volume and tone is kind of expected during a show, but trying to find position 6 on a 12 toggled like rotary switch
spinny thing,
and then find the right pickup combination on top of that it's a bit much.
Yeah, it gets stressful. The worst thing you can do is not set that up and then try and go from like an acoustic 12 string to a Les Paul, because there's such a jump, and you have no, like, you think it's, oh yeah, I'll just, in the fraction of a second I've got, I'll be able to move the pickup selector and rotate this accurately, and you just can't. You just can't.
It's about 4 or 5 notches, clockwise or something. But it's not at the end, so you can't just all the way down to one end. It's like the third one in or something.
Yeah, the third to like the ninth as well. It was just never happening.
No, it weren't, was it? But like you could set up your like user banks and have like notch 1 on your selector switch being like Les Paul bridge, and then notch 2 being 12-string acoustic.
Again, if you could get the interface to work.
Yes, yeah.
Sensing a common denominator here, and it's not the equipment.
Yeah, I must admit.
Now do you understand why I don't want a Helix or a Quad Cortex?
So they're much more straightforward. Honestly, they are very, very straightforward.
Are they straightforward enough?
Yes, I think so. I could understand if you only had like patch manipulation on the unit itself, because that can be quite fiddly. But like doing it on the computer, simple, like really, really straightforward. I don't think I've found any of the patch editors, like be it the Helix one, or even down to like the Sonic 8 Matry box, that has been so complicated, I would have thought that you wouldn't be able to use that. Like, all of them are pretty fucking straightforward. So I think like, if you could get over the fact that you have to plug it into a computer every so often, I think you'd probably be okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm sensing some resistance.
Look, I am not the kind of person who finds focus easily, and like I think, Josh, you enjoy that side of it, so you can focus on those kind of things. Whereas, I don't think that I would find it a hyper focus, and therefore I would really struggle to spend more than about 20 minutes. So if I can't set up all of the things I need to do in 20 minutes, then it might as well be dead to me.
I mean,
and that includes downloading the software and plugging the unit in.
Yeah, I think you'd need to have it downloaded and then give yourself a break. Like, treat yourself. Go play Football Manager or whatever.
Yeah.
But then, like, feasibly, it depends how much you need to get done. But I think you could create 3 or 4 solid patches in 20 minutes.
Okay.
Which would be enough.
Yeah.
I might actually set myself that as a challenge and see if I can make it map proof. Like, put like a little like an egg timer or something next to me and go, okay, go. That'd be a nice little challenge, actually. Yeah, give me a list of like what you'd need doing, and I'll see if I can do it.
Cool.
Yeah. So yeah, Line 6 Variax. No bueno, no more. But,
yeah, shame, but like,
yeah,
I don't.
Not, as much as I'm saying it's sad times, I can completely understand it. Look, it's not got the mass appeal that would perpetuate it. So I think it's it's one of those. But rest in peace, Variax. Rest in peace. Yeah, right. So we are going to talk about what we have been up to this week. I'll tell you what, Josh, because it's been a little while, and in that time, you have released a video on Pedalboard to Do.
I did. I released a video having my first experience with the neural quad cortex capture, and found it to be extremely idiot-proof.
So, for the sake of our listeners, explain what the quad cortex capture is, what it entails.
So obviously, Kemper was, I think, the really big first intake into this. Is like take your amps everywhere with you by, capturing them and storing them on your main unit. Say your friend's got an amp you want, go over to his house, capture it, buy him a 4-pack of beer. There you go, done. And Neural kind of took this one step further, and as well as being able to capture amps, you can capture pedals. Now, I'll be honest, you can't capture things like delays, reverbs, choruses are a lot harder to capture because there's so many different kind of variants, I would say, in the tones. So it's, fuzzies, drives, preamp, amp, flamp, pedals, those sorts of things. So after I did the review on the TC Dual Rec, I was just really impressed with how good it was, and actually found it better than the capture I was using with a Mesa Boogie Dual Rectifier, the actual amp it's based upon.
Yeah.
And it was purely because it didn't have the high-end fizz that a Boogies tend to have. So I'm going to have a go at capturing it. And it was a really off-the-cuff video. I didn't plan on doing it. I just did it because I was really happy with it.
Yeah.
And it very good on the way that it works you out. Like when you bring up the first screen, admittedly, when I recorded it, it was so impromptu. I probably could have done it better, but maybe I'll do another video in further detail in the future. So I'll just quickly set it up and I was like, okay, let's do it quickly. It brings up a screen of all of the like the inputs and outputs on the top panel of the Cortex, and then it'll highlight green where you need to plug what cable and where it needs to go. So it's it properly baby steps you through the process.
That's cool.
Which is good because you go, oh, well, which input do I need to plug this into, and then where does this need to go? It can be very confusing.
Yeah.
So that was a really good pro point for me because I'd never done it, so it was my literally a first time user experience. So once you set all that up, it gives you the next screen to just dial in the gain. And when I'd quickly spoken to Rabia, he said, like, bring it to the point of where it just starts to clip on the volume. That's where you're going to get your best results.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay. So when you play through it, you're not actually like, I think you had guitar plugged into like input 1 or input 2. I can't remember which one it was. And so I could hear my guitar coming through the pedal, essentially. So I got that to the point of where it was just clipping. Then you go to the next screen and it starts the capture. The great thing about with it capturing the pedal is there's none of that kind of really weird like frequency sweeps that it does with amps. Like, I don't know if people have seen videos, but you might see it capturing like a Kemper capturing an amp, and it'll go like and all these weird noises. Seriously, that's what some of the noises are like.
Yeah, they sound like they're breaking the amp. I've seen it done. It's weird. I wouldn't want to do it to my amps. It's a very weird process, but you don't have this with the pedal, which is really good. And then when it's all done, it took 3 minutes or so. It really didn't take that long at all. It brings you up onto a screen, and you can there's reference, i.e. the pedal, and then there is the next one, which is the capture, and you can just press button A, and it will just switch between the two. So it's like dun dun dun, okay, yep. And then I changed to the capture. I was like dun dun dun, and I was like, nah. Changed back dun dun dun, and I could not tell a difference. I genuinely could not tell a difference. And in the video, there's that, when you find something that's just really, really good and you let out that kind of kind of laugh when it's something just is astoundingly good. Yeah. And that was my genuine reaction, because I was just like, nah, no way. Absolutely no way. Is it that good? And you can go in and then fine tweak the EQ for it a little bit if you need to. And but I genuinely didn't need to. It was perfect first time, straight out the box. And then I started using that on some of my main patches. Nice. I've got rid of the dual rectifier amp ones and used that because it's that. Yeah,
it's just better.
That good.
So basically,
and I was just so impressed with how easy it was. Yeah. It was so easy.
You've basically found a infinite gain pedals glitch.
Essentially, yeah. I've seen people have put captures of pedals on there and stuff like that, with OD808s and TS10s and clones and, all the, shall we say, Jaffod, as many Jaffods as you can shake a stick at. So, it's just... It's so good. I could just take it to my friends, say, you might have 60 overdrive pedals. Okay, can I capture a couple of these? And, you could do it in an hour.
Yeah.
Words don't describe how easy it actually is to do. Go and watch the video and you'll see and hear the difference, because there is none.
Yeah. And that's it, isn't it? It was a really impressive result from it for basically 3 minutes worth of work.
I know the Tone X is kind of being hailed as very, very good for this sort of thing as well. But if I'm right in saying that you have to have like, you know, a separate interface or a separate like external unit to the Tonex in order to capture the pedals, you can't just do it straight away with the unit that you go and buy.
Yeah.
And it has like a very quick capture, then it has like a more in detail one. And I was speaking to somebody that had done it, and he said, "Oh, the quick one's good, but if you want to make it perfect," he says, "it takes like 6 hours, and I can't be fucked with that."
I mean,
I'm not spending 6 hours to capture a pedal or an amp. Absolutely not.
no, that is quite the uptake. And if you like do the capture, and then after the 6 hours, you realise it's not quite right. That
You're going to be a bit pissed, aren't you?
absolutely. But yeah.
So, yeah, it was really, really impressive. So go and watch the video and let me know what, you know, drop in the comments what you actually thought about the results on it.
Yeah, defo. It's really interesting. I think like the next evolution of that idea is like shootout versus your entire board's drive, and seeing if the like you can spot the difference between them. Which one's better?
It'll be really interesting. I think what I'm going to do is in a future video, like I'm kind of in the thought process of planning it out, but kind of put in Neural's version of the jaw rectifier, a capture of the jaw rectifier, and then the pedal, and see if people can guess which one's which.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be an interesting thought experiment, wouldn't it? Right, let's have a chat about some more news. I reckon we're not gonna go line 6 again. We're gonna go Bruno Mars. What? Bruno Mars? But he's not guitar. He is pop music, man. He does not do guitar. Yep. I mean, exactly what we thought, but apparently Bruno Mars is getting his own signature Fender Stratocaster. So, I mean, he probably does play guitar, but we'll find out. Yes, he's doing a Fender Strat. They're doing, yeah. So it's in the finish, Mars Mocha Heirloom Nitrocellulose.
Shiny brown.
Yeah,
That's what it is. Shiny brown.
I would
not a
say
word you wanna
metallic
hear.
caramel. I think rather than shiny brown. I think I've got my marketing.
All I'm
head
saying is it's poo rolled in glitter. It's still poo.
I like it. It's not too dissimilar to the Fire Mist from Harley Benton.
It's a bit darker than the Fire Mist, isn't it? Surely.
A little bit, yeah. The Fire Mist, damn sight cheaper. But yeah, so I mean, like the specs, I think the specs are actually pretty nice. 9.5 to 12 inch compound radius and a set of stainless steel frets. So I mean, that's a good. I like the fact that it's compound. I do like. I'd prefer a 12-inch radius across the board, but I do like. I like the compound. It's like a nice compromise. Isn't it? You've got noiseless pickups, which are custom Bruno Mars noiseless Strat pickups. Ooh,
Cool. Yep.
for that.
Everybody's like that's what everybody out there is looking for, is that noiseless Bruno Mars pickup sound that you can't get anywhere else.
I mean, yeah, like the top 3 things you're looking for, like Hendrix Strat tones, Stevie Ray Strat tones, and then Bruno Mars, isn't it? It's the trifecta, isn't it? The top 3 of like signature Stratos.
Gilmore who?
Yeah. Yeah, Gil much less. We need more. We need Mars. So yeah, I mean, it feels dirty to even joke about that. But there you go. 2-point vintage trem, so a tremolo that might actually work. Pretty cool. Also, I mean, there is apparently lightly aged gold hardware, which cool, nice. It comes as standard with a deluxe brown hardshell case with a rather plush kind of gold felt interior, and a leopard print strap. But it also comes because all of the pictures of the guitar itself are with a black guard, which looks absolutely fantastic. Yeah. But then the picture of Bruno with it looks like a white guard. It's not. It's a mint, like aged mint guard. But it comes with both. Like you get like either or you can have on the guitar, and you get the choice, which is it's a nice touch. I would go with the black. The black looks much better. Oh, he's just so much good. Like so much good. So much good. It's a really fucking expensive guitar though. It's really fucking expensive. So it's $3,640.46
for a signature model for a guy that nobody knows plays guitar.
Yeah, essentially that
like,
is
this like they keep making it worse. So they started out by giving signature guitars to people who didn't deserve signature guitars that nobody really like cared about. Like their diehard fans cared about them as guitarists, but nobody else did. Then they went to the next level by giving them to fucking YouTubers, and now they're giving them to people that you don't even know play guitar. Like fucking. I
mean, like that is
fuck it. Yeah, like let's have the Roger Taylor guitar next from Queen. Yeah, the famous Queen drummer. He once played a guitar. He can have one now. Give him a signature Telecaster.
I don't even think
fucking hell.
Don't even go like musical people. Jeremy Clarkson signature Stratocaster. Just why not?
I would actually buy that if every time you like played a riff, it was with power.
So with the signature wound Top Gear set.
Yeah, and it would have to have pickups that were like output of like 400k.
Yeah,
all
V8.
of the output. All of the output.
That's it.
You've stumbled upon some marketing brilliance, because I think Top Gear is a great name for a set of pickups.
There you go. You can have that one for free, Fender.
And then in 5 years' time, DemonFX can release the Grand Tour set.
That's it.
Because they're a cheap, shitty knockoff.
The Diddley Squat set.
Yeah, and they come as standard in the Richard Hammond Stratocaster.
That's a short scale length though.
Yeah. Richard Hammond Duo Sonic.
It's a 3/4
crashes every time you try to pick it up.
So yeah, I mean, it's that, isn't it? It's the fact that like Bruno Mars is very much he's a front man. I'm not like too big on his stuff, but whenever I've seen like footage of Bruno Mars, he's been man in front of a microphone, no guitar.
Yeah,
like I've got no doubt that he probably can play guitar, and that he writes a lot of songs. He's one of these. He's almost like the American version of Ed Sheeran, where his output is so much that he's then selling his songs to other people because he can't physically make that much music.
Yeah.
So like,
but I've still never seen him hold a guitar, let alone fucking play one.
Yeah. Like that's the thing, isn't it? I can't picture him holding, like, apart from this picture where he's got one on his lap, and even then he's not actually holding the guitar. It's just kind of resting on his leg.
The one thing I will say is, if you look at his Wikipedia page, he is listed as the rhythm guitarist for his own band since 2010.
So I mean,
but I've seen him perform live and things like the Super Bowl and like festivals and stuff, and I've never seen him with a guitar in his hand. So it must be one song he does.
I mean, it could be that he tracks all the stuff in the studio. That would be fine. But the fact that it's not something that's out there, it makes it a really weird sell. And look, I'm thinking of, well, I'm trying to think of his market, because to me, they are tween girls, but they're probably more. They're probably mums now. Like they're probably on the school run listening to fucking Grenade or whatever.
It's only 13 years ago that he first released his first studio album.
Yeah, but then 13 add like 15,
Oh, yeah,
16.
I suppose if you were 15, 13 years ago, then you're basically 30 now, aren't you?
Yeah,
Which means
you are like a good proportion of those have plopped
popping
out
out
children.
sprogs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ugh, I'm so old.
Yep. Yeah. I think we all are, Matt. We all are. But like in my mind, that's his market, maybe. Like those people aren't guitar players. They're not guitar players. I'm not saying like mums can't be guitar players, but traditionally it's a sausage fest is the guitar community. Yeah. And it's we have a specific type of music that we like, and it's not fucking Bruno Mars, I can tell you that. So that's a bit of a weird one. Like, it's not going to be those people who buy it. But then the people who are buying 3,000 plus Fender instruments aren't going to be the type of people who want then Bruno Mars's name on their guitar. Like, if you are spending over $3,000 on a guitar, which I don't understand personally anyway, but if you are, you're
going to turn around.
You're surely not going to go, oh yeah, I'll settle for this Bruno Mars signature. You're not. You're going to go, I want something that perhaps doesn't have that pop star's name on my guitar. It's just, it's a really weird price point. It's really fucking strange. Am I missing something here? Is it, look...
I don't think you are. I've just Googled Bruno Mars playing guitars to see if I could find a photo. And so far, what I've got is 4 photos of Prince and then 1 photo of Bruno Mars playing an Ernie Ball Albert Lee signature.
Okay. I mean, Ernie Ball are owned by Fender, aren't they?
I didn't know that, but sure. Yeah. But like, even when you Google him playing guitar, you don't get him playing guitar. You get a photo of him with, like, side by side with Prince holding a guitar, with people going, "Oh, doesn't Bruno Mars look a little bit like Prince?" And I'm going, "Why is this the first search result on the internet? This seems a little bit like, can we say that in 2023?"
I mean, they are both kind of a lighter shade of like a dark skin.
Are we playing offensive Guess Who now? Are they more mocha or Americano?
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely not Americano, are they? It's definitely more kind of latte.
Yeah.
But they've both got that kind of complexion, and I think the facial structure is quite similar as well. They've got like a very square jaw with a chiseled jawline. So I can kind of understand it. Kind of as they look.
I also now understand the post because apparently he did a Prince tribute at the Grammys.
Oh, there you go.
And then if you click on the article, there's a photo of Prince, and then further down there's a photo of Bruno Mars with a Prince guitar.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. So, like, he's played a Prince guitar, he's played an Albert Lee. Never seen with a Strat.
Not seen him with a Strat.
Okay.
That one's a Les Paul. No, it's not. It's a 335. I'm scrolling through Google Images looking for it, and he doesn't play the Strat. Why has he got a signature pickup set if he doesn't even play that fucking instrument?
It's an odd one, isn't it? A real fucking odd one. So, Bruno, like, it's just really, really perplexing. I'm confused, scared. Right, I think we should probably move on because we have got some more news to cover this week. What we do need to cover, I released a video on pedal boards of Doom this week as well.
You did?
I released one about the Fender Toadmaster Pro. Woohoo!
Is that from Somerset?
Somerset.
Indeed, yeah. So, it's probably only 2 weeks ago that I got this. It came through the post, basically. And I didn't plug it in until about 3 days ago.
Of course you didn't.
I was a little bit intimidated. It's got lots of buttons, lots of dials and switches and whatnot.
Well, aren't the buttons dials as well?
They are indeed.
Yeah, that's really confusing.
No, that's actually very good.
But once you use those sorts of knobs like I used on the quad, it's like you can't go back to anything else.
Yeah. So I think I mentioned this on the video. The screen is really good for like sweeping adjustments. Like it's very good
the screen will teach me sweep picking.
Yeah.
Those sweeps and dildos.
So you can go from one end of a control to the other end very quickly on the screen, and then the knob switch. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, almost like tiny little modeler nipples. Just give them a little zip, 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 like a little tweak.
What are you talking about?
I'm channeling my inner 15-year-old boy. Because that's what you do with nipples.
Tweak. Everybody likes
that's what you do in nipples. Because everyone loves that.
Hold on, love. I can't find Radio 2 on these dials.
Yeah, that's basically. That's what you go in with a game plan, don't you? Let's try and find some interesting radio stations here. Yeah, Fender Toadmaster, not nipples. So yeah, I was intimidated by it, like mainly because as well it's a loan unit. I don't get to keep this because it's real fucking expensive. But they were very nice in sending it to us because like we're still a relatively small channel, and I like quite graciously threw myself on that grenade and said, "I'll take this one for the team, boys. I'll have a go on this, like 1,800 quid's worth of modeler." But when it's not your own thing, you have to be like a little bit more delicate around it as well. So like I didn't want to like open it up and have it kicking around my room if I didn't have a plan. And then I decided over the weekend to plug it in, and I was like, yes, I've got to get a video pumped out about this straight away because I wanted my initial reaction. So I recorded bits of like my first 10, 20-ish minutes of playing with the unit, and then like recorded some of my thoughts around it. Like the first thing that we talked about was the brightness of the unit, which I watched a few videos. I watched Retshall. Apparently John Cordy as well mentioned this kind of weird upper mid, lower kind of top end presence thing that's really kind of tough to dial out. So I knew a few tricks and I knew where to go to kind of dial that out. But once you dial that out, the models are okay. I was suitably impressed. Again, only really the first 10, 15, 20 minutes of playing with it. So I could do with a bit more like looking around, like trying certain amp models and whatnot. Because I literally like pulled up the first amp model and went, yeah, I'll try and make this one sound the way that I want it to. So I think what I'll be doing in the future when I do a full demo on it is exploring some of those more amp sounds. Yeah, I think it's an interesting unit. You were quite intrigued by it, weren't you, Matt?
Yeah, and going back to what we said at the start of the podcast, where I hate interfaces and I hate having to plug things in. Like, this unit looks like you could just look at the unit and drag the amp that you want in and the pedal that you want in, and then tweak the pedal on the unit itself. Like, it looks so simple that you potentially wouldn't ever have to plug it in. Like, I assume the easiest thing to do is set up your main sounds on your computer and then edit patches with one or two edits as and when you need to. But like, it looks easy enough for me to set up within 5 minutes and have a half decent sound, which I don't think I'd get with anything that is like. Everybody talks about the Helix, that all of the patches are too aggressive with all of the settings, so you've got to go in and manually change everything. Whereas this, it's like people are saying, okay, it's a bit bright to start with, but the global EQ is really easy to set. I mean, you said it in the video that you did, and like everything seemed like you could add a pedal. Like if you want a tube screamer, you pick the green box overdrive or whatever it's called, and you know it looks really simple to do. Whereas it doesn't look so simple on other units.
Yeah, I think the things going for it is it's all very much like the options are all very much there. It's all very visual of what you need to do. Like the add block button is literally a big plus sign that says add block. Yeah. And then it gives you all the points in the chain that you can add a block.
Yeah. And
then, like you say, like once you get into that menu, again, because the screen is pretty big, like it's about the size of a mobile phone, the screen is, which is like a pretty decent chunky screen. And all of the pedals, you've got like a little name next to it, but then basically it's the picture of the pedal.
Yeah.
So it's also so very visual, and that is very much where the market is for this. I'm getting that vibe. With certain things, it's like the simplicity of it almost is to its detriment. Like I showed the cab model. Like the inbuilt cab models, with a lot of other modelers, you've got like almost infinite adjustment on like the X and Y axis of your your mic position, and then you've got like on or off axis, and then you've got each of the cab models will give you like an infinite amount of between like the cone and the edge. And then the distance. I think like on the Line 6, it's like you get decimal points, so you get like 1 inch, 1.1 inch, 1.2 inch, etc., etc. This, it's got like 6. Was it like 6 or 8 settings per? You've got like the cap, 6 settings of distance, the cap edge, 6 settings, the cone, and then the cone edge. So it's almost kind of diluted it a little too much there, but it means that it's also like it's a bit of a double-edged sword. Like you don't get all of that tweakability, but you can get like repeatability on it. Like if you know that, oh, my favorite setting is like cap edge number 3, then that's so easy to dial in.
Yeah, you don't have to sit and wait for 20 minutes and move a thing on an X and Y axis to work out the same place as last time.
You don't have to remember your like GPS coordinates for each mic position. Yeah, oh fuck, it was like 6.3 on this one, but then 2.6 on this one. Yeah, so you don't have to do any of that. Which that's kind of cool. But like I say, it limits it a bit. But you also get the option to do import IRs as well. So if you have got IRs that you really like, that is as simple as like calling that up. Yeah. Like dumping an IR file into the unit and then just calling that up, and then that's your setting basically.
Yeah.
I guess it's probably actually no. Carry on.
So at first impression, like going through the menus, it was looking a little sparse because it's a new unit. You've got like that core of the like all of the effects and all the amps and all the cabs that they wanted to add as a bare minimum. I'm coming from the Helix, which is like 10 years worth of development now, I think, somewhere in the region of that, which has got all of that and add another like maybe 3 times on top of that. So you've got so much more, like so many more amps, so much more effects. you've also got, with the Line 6 stuff, you've got all of the legacy stuff built in. So all of like the stuff from the M5 and like the amp modeler, the amp modeler 4 and like the drive modeler 4 and the DL4, all of those things, all of that legacy stuff from Line 6 is all built in. So, like, again, is it good that they're not giving you that option paralysis and giving you only like 1 or 2 types of phaser or like 3 reverbs or whatever? Whereas with Line 6, you've got 20.
Yeah.
So, like, there's the 2 sides of that as well. With Line 6, you've got so much to choose from, but condensing all that into the things that may be just the best of the best of the best means that you're less likely to have the option paralysis as well. So,
I mean, like, it sounds to me like it's really kind of marketing itself at the boomer market, like I don't want any of this nonsense that the Quad Cortex, the Helix, the GT1000, all of them have got. What I want is 4 basic reverb sounds, 4 basic delay sounds, and tweakability within them, and just make it as simple to use as possible.
yeah, I think it probably ticks that box, if I'm honest. Like, in terms of interface, I would say it's as easy as using a desktop editor, but on the unit itself.
Yeah.
The one thing I haven't tried yet, well, I haven't tried a fucking lot of stuff because it's got shit tons of stuff, but like the ability to create like stereo patches or like create effects loops within patches.
Yeah.
Because that is a case of like clicking and dragging on the HX editor on the desktop. It's much harder to do on the unit.
On the unit itself.
But on the desktop editor, it's click and drag, and then you've got like a split path. Same with the Quad Cortex as well. You're like, it's very similar actually on the unit, isn't it? Like, you click it and drag it onto like a second signal path. So it's quite straightforward with that one. I want to see what the options are on this, because I think that is like, I mean, it may not necessarily be the thing that the traditional boomer patch is going to look like, but it's...
Yeah, but surely everybody wants the ability to run stereo amps, like...
Yeah.
That should be fairly... Like, if you're going to market it as something simple, like, everybody's going to want at least one stereo patch just to see what it's like.
Yeah.
If it's a thing, so...
And I think, like, let's be honest, you know, like, I guess I'm the right person to kind of, I would say, draw a comparison, because I've kind of got its main competitor.
Oh yeah, like in terms of like price point and not necessarily features, because the Quad Cortex has got
way more features.
Let's be honest, the Quad Cortex has got way more features. I mean, the biggest like thing I think of, like, first off is like saying, like, you know, with it being traditionally quite bright as you go in, it's all well and good going into the global EQ and then just taking that out. That's fine, but every guitar is going to sound different. You then say, if you know you're somebody that's using this in a gigging situation, it's a lot more then difficult to then having to EQ for every single one of your guitars, and I think that's where a big problem, I think, lies within that. Because, you know, you might be able to just do the brightness initially, but, you know, say if you've got a Strat or a Tele, which are again quite bright guitars as well, but then if you're changing to like a Les Paul or something like that, it's going to really mask the way that Les Paul sounds, and then you're going to have to kind of go then into an even more deep dive with, you know, the EQ. Again, like, having the screen size on it when I was watching the video is pretty good, but again, I think, I'm not saying bigger is better, but the Quad Cortex has a bigger screen, and I think it's just as easy to drag and drop things onto there.
Yeah.
Again, you've tried it and you was able to get along with it really easy for a basic, like a basic patch. But upon watching it and what I'm read with it, we can't get around the elephant in the room, which is the price point. And I think they are asking 600 or 700 Imperial credits more than what it's worth.
I mean,
and I think that's one of the problems.
I don't think they are. Like, what's a Helix these days is nearly 1,300 quid, isn't it? And this is what, 1,700?
Yeah.
So I mean, it's only 400 quid more than the Helix, and okay, it's not got the feature set of the Quad Cortex, and it hasn't got the depth of things that the Helix does, but it'll do everything a Helix will do apart from have the treadle, just without the amount of choice.
Yeah, and I think it's that, isn't it? They've limited what you can do on it for the sake of the user experience. And
but that's kind of like Porsche that will charge you, say, £90,000 for a box standard 911, but then you want a better 911. Oh, okay, so we're going to take some of the seats out. We're going to put scaffolding in the back of it, but we're going to charge you an extra, 15 or 20 grand on the top of it. And I feel like that kind of Fender, I think, like Matt says, this is very much aimed at the boomer style of guitar players. But I think even they're still probably going to be like, oh, well, I'm not paying that much out for it just because it's a Fender, for example.
Yeah, I was saying to Budge on Threads, which is a weird thing to say, but yeah, we were talking on Thread, and I genuinely think the extra layer of simplicity is worth 300 quid because, over a Helix, because I will never ever buy a Helix because I have to plug it into my computer to do anything on it, because I won't mess around with a tiny thing and having to dial in things the way they are on there. With this, you could set your bass sound hopefully fairly quickly, and then if you went, we're adding a new song in and I need to add a phaser, and it looks like I could do that in about 10 seconds.
Yeah. To
whatever your patch is, you just bring up the editor, you press the plus, I want my phaser between my tube screamer and my delay pedal, and you press the plus between the two and add your phaser in, and it looks very simple, whereas I don't think it's that simple for something like the Helix, and that is genuinely worth money. Like, you don't think about it at that initial outlay, but when you're trying to edit on the Helix on the fly, you would pay any amount of money to be able to just do it rather than have to fucking drag the unit back to your house, plug it into your desktop PC, boot the fucking software up, add your phaser in, do your little bits of tweaking, unplug it, and then drive back to the gig. Like, it's not feasible.
I mean, I think I could probably add a phaser to a patch in less than a minute. Well, I'll do you one better than that. I can add a phaser to a patch and make it foot switchable in less than a minute on the Helix.
I could do that on the QC in less than 30 seconds, easy.
We're doing like modeler dick swinging here now. But I know what you mean. Like, it's a lot more of a visual way of doing it. Whereas, because I'm used to the Helix, I could do that. But if I was new to it, it might be a bit more, like a bit more limiting. Yeah, I get you. Look, it's more intuitive. You're less likely to need the manual to set up 60% of what you need. Yeah,
sorry, what I mean is, like, first time using it, like, I take it to a practice and I need to add a thing, I can add the thing. First time using a Quad Cortex or a Helix or a Stomp, I don't think I could do it on the fly without having to Google it first and watch somebody do it on YouTube.
I mean, I'm gonna hands up here as like full disclosure. I didn't look at the manual for the Tone Master Pro. I haven't yet looked at the manual for the Helix. So, like,
okay.
I managed to do it like for my first time plugging it in. I managed to like dial in patches without resorting to manuals or even going on like YouTube for demos. But I don't know. Is it a fair test? Because I'm used to Line 6 products. Because I've had the Spider amp, I've had the Spider valve amps as well. I've been used to like how to program them using the dials on the amp to program them. So
I honestly think.
Go on.
Yeah. I honestly think that when obviously I'm assuming Matt will come over again for the UK guitar show in February.
Yeah.
Yes. I will pay for a studio and I will get Matt in front of the Quad Cortex and I will genuinely change, like you'll genuinely see how easy everything is with it. Like I think, like same with manuals, again, not going into the dick swinging contest, but I think the only time I had to look at it was when I was trying to figure out MIDI, but that's my fault because I was trying MIDI.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to get MIDI. Like I'm not even going to look at MIDI ever because I'm never going to buy a foot switcher.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, I'm a boomer.
And I think it's fair there that
no one needs. What I was going to say though is the only time I've ever used a Spider amp, I couldn't get any gain on it without turning it up to full volume, and I don't know what I was doing, and I couldn't change any of the sounds, and I didn't know how to use it, and I just pissed off the guy who's like basically, I was playing in a band and their dad had a Spider amp in there and he was like, oh yeah, go and use that. And I couldn't I couldn't make it do any of the things I wanted to, and I was like, I need more gain. And the guy who was the bassist in the band, who was his son, went, that one makes it louder and it breaks up after a while. So it just whacked it up full. So I just had a Spider basically on full volume.
I bet that sounded glorious, didn't it?
It was trash.
Yeah, because they were like basically like very basic pod units going into a full range speaker. So you would have got some like incredible shit tone.
Yeah, it was. And it also really, like I say, in a housing estate, I think it was a 100-watt one, and I turned it all of the way up.
Okay. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Was it on insane mode as well?
No, it was on. I don't even know what the patch was. It was probably fairly clean, but as you turned it up, it got a bit drivier. Yeah. And then obviously, the more you turned it up, the more it's ruining its internal speaker because.
Take that, guy's dad.
So yeah, Graham, if you're listening, I'm really sorry. Still, I know you shouted at me, but it was well deserved.
Yeah. Basically, the way that those amps worked is if you move to a patch, none of the dials would be what they said they were until you moved them. Like you move the dial and then it suddenly like registers that
it's the dial.
Yeah. So you probably didn't touch the gain part of that, and then
yeah. I think maybe I touched maybe the gain was almost all the way up, and I was like, I'm not getting any gain here, so I'll just turn.
Yeah,
it was just on a clean channel, wasn't it?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, because it depended which Spider you used. There will have been
a black one.
Oh yeah, okay, so that's like Spider 4 onwards, I think, and they came with clean, but then like tweed,
clean,
blues.
Crunch, and then it was metal and insane or something that wasn't it?
The 1, 2, and the 3. After that, you got clean, tweed, blues, crunch. There was 2 metal ones. I can't remember what they were. There was like metal and then like high rec or something like that. Yeah, and then insane was it was a because it was the same on
work out when it would have been. It would have been about 2006.
Yeah,
I'm going to say that was Spider 4 territory.
Yeah, like the early Spiders, the 1, 2, and maybe the 3 actually sounded pretty decent. And they were much more simple. Once they got to that, like, where it had like the little LCD display on the front, yeah.
The little orange one.
I must be misremembering it. The Spider 4 didn't come out till 2009. It was definitely before that.
Yeah.
I remember I saw a post. I can't remember if it was on Pedalboards of Doom years ago or it was on like an Amps page, and it was where someone had bought, you know, like the cutouts of like a Marshall stack that people have on stage.
Yeah.
But then, like literally behind it, they'd mic'd up a Line 6 Spider, and I thought that was fucking excellent.
I mean, if it's enough to fool them, then yeah, cool. Right, gentlemen, I think we've had enough of the old ToneMaster Pro. Like generally, I think we've got to do a bit more of a deep dive into this one. Definitely, people in the Fret Talk podcast group, if you want to see something covered in it, if there's like a feature that like hasn't been covered by any of the videos that have been out so far, drop it in. Like just pop a post in the Fret Talk podcast group. Or even like reply to the like the post that I put on the Monday morning with like episode 325. Put it in there and just like give me some suggestions of what you want to see for this, because I'm taking suggestions for it. I want to make a video that covers the things that you like is the barrier to you wanting to try this thing. Because yeah. Like, I want to give it a fair crack. I also want to make a video that isn't just the same thing that everyone else has done. Because they all did that a month ago. So, like, it'll be good for me. It'll be good for you guys as well, because you get the questions answered. Jason, PBOD chap, he's set me a challenge of, like, alternative routing options. So thanks for that, Jason. Cheers.
What the fuck is an alternative routing option?
I don't know. I'll have to read what he...
Is this like
stereo patches, wet, dry, wear, stuff like that.
Not like travelling to Singapore without stopping at Dubai?
I mean, potentially. if that's what the video requires. I'm in Dubai.
BudgetPedalChap has used up all of the Pedalboards of Doom expense account.
That's it. I'm here in Dubai with the ToneMaster Pro.
We're now in negative Patreon money. Please help us out.
That's it. I can't get back. Help. Yeah, so
can I buy a ticket on the ToneMaster Pro? No.
That's it. No, I cannot. Can I plug it in here in Dubai? No, it's the wrong plug. Shit. Yeah, cool. Right, so our final bit of news this week is again Line 6 based. Like, we are very Line 6 this week. They are showing what Fender need to be doing, basically. They are doing a full upgrade of the firmware of the Pod Go. So, like, the Helix is the kind of flagship modelling unit. The Pod Go is more of like a lighter unit, less editable. I think like your patches have a specific set. Like the blocks are all set. So you've got an amp block, you've got a cab block, you've got effects block, pre and post amp. I think you've got like one of those, and then you've got like a wah block and like a reverb and a delay, kind of. So it's all like presets. Like it's all, everything is preset, it look pre-laid out. And it's the less powerful, but they use some of the same technology that the Helix uses as well. So it's like a lighter version, basically. They've done an entire overhaul of the cabinet engine. So you're getting 27 new guitar cabs, 6 new bass cabs, and 12 new microphones with like angles, positions, distances from the speakers. Look,
you know how the cabs, like, they can't use the name of the company, so they're like citrus instead of orange, that kind of thing.
I do, yes.
So on their website, they tell you what they captured in order to do it. which defeats the object because they then just say, "Oh, this one's an orange, this one's a Marshall, this one's a Vox."
Yeah.
So what? Just use that name, then, you pricks.
Because they can't, because it's a product that they're selling. They can't use
because they're not DemonFX.
But they literally say captured from Fender Twin, captured from Matchless. Like,
because that's correct. Like, that is true. That's a fact. It's a ass backwards way of doing it, but it's the way that because they've done that for ages. Like the Variax guitar, say, like based on a ¡59 Gibson Les Paul pickup, like etc. etc. But this is not the Les Paul mode. This is the Lester. Mode. Yeah, and that's the way they get around it, and it's
okay.
It's all gravy. Like it's a cool little unit.
I thought people were guessing what they were based on, and we've got the actual. Like, I know I'm probably 20 years behind the times with this, but I'm sad now. All the people I thought that were really good that had decoded this code had just gone on the Line 6 website.
They looked in the manual. Yeah, apparently, like,
it's
if
like
you're
pulling back the veil on porn. It's just like everything's just been like flat out, like broken in front of Matt's eyes.
Oh yeah, I don't think I ever want to fuck a speaker, so we're all good. So pod edit software, even more microphones around the room, easier, more precise placement. In addition, 33 new speakers, obviously. The 26 plus the what was it? I can't remember. Sorry, 27 plus the 6 new bass cabinets. We've got 5 new guitar amplifiers as well, a new bass amplifier, and 7 new effects. So it brings you in total to 94 amplifiers in the unit, 72 speakers, and over 250 effects available. So how much are these? They're like so the Pod Go is 489.
Yeah,
so
something like that.
439 quid. Which they also do the wireless version as well, which is basically like an extra 100. So like 530 quid ish for an 8-button unit with a treadle. It's pretty decent. So it's like, this is the kind of thing that I think Fender need to be doing, basically. Like this kind of like support for their products. What I'd like to see them do is add more of the Fender pedal line. I mentioned that in the video as well. So I pulled up the Pugilist because I was a little bit curious as to what the Pugilist sounded like. Because I'd seen it all, like seen it about. I've seen like the Pugilist and like there's a Pugilist Deluxe or something as well. I was like, I want to at least hear what one of these sounds like. Sounds pretty decent. But I want to, like, for them to be a little bit more unique, to get them like a little corner of the market. Throw a few like the marine layer reverb. That's an algorithm that can go straight in, can't it? Like they've got a rotary speaker simulator. Throw that in. Throw like all of these Fender pedals in, because then it'll like.
Then people might actually know what they sound like.
Yeah, look, it'll give a boost to those pedals, but it'll also be like these pedals aren't modelled anywhere else. They're not modelled in the Line 6 stuff. They're not modelled in the Boss stuff, for fucking sure. So like, it gives that nice little niche, doesn't it? But yeah. Look, I can't believe I'm saying this in the same week that Line 6 have discontinued the Variax, but hats off to Line 6 for supporting their products. Like, I'm not bitter.
The Lord giveth, the Lord taketh away.
It's exactly that, isn't it? Like, I'm not bitter about it. I understand why they've given up the Variax. As much as I love it, and as much as it has a die-hard community, it's time. It's time. Like somebody put in the comments of like one of these posts, like, how much are you willing to bet that like next month they're going to release the Variax Helix. Was got like built-in like amp models and shit. I like shit. That would be kind of cool. It ain't gonna happen. It just ain't gonna happen. But it would.
Well, you just know that now your Variax is just gonna double in price.
I mean, the old Variaxes didn't.
Yeah, I like everybody that I think the reason this is happening is because everybody that ever wanted to try a Variax has got one at this point.
Yeah. Hopefully it will give my 5 reasons to buy a Variax video a nice little boost.
It might do.
We'll see. And I think that probably, my gentlemen, is a good place to end the podcast for this week. I'm going to give a huge shout out to you listeners who have made it this far, because you are just legends. You ledge. I'm going to extend a thank you. I'm going to extend 2 thank yous this week, because I forgot last week to extend a thank you to our sponsor, Mr. Affordable.co.uk. So I'm going to do that twice. Thank you to Affordable.co.uk. That's our contractual obligation sorted. No, but honestly, like, fantastic place for budget pedals, better prices than Amazon, and better customer service. Like, what more can you want? I'm also going to extend a extra special super sexy thank you to our Patreon backers. For as little as $2 a month, you can be part of that exclusive crew. 2, that is 2. More than 1.
We want our big number 10 Patreon backer before Christmas. So when we do our Guitar Gear of the Annum, we can also play Whose Nip Is It Anyway?
I mean, I personally would like to do the guitar stuff of the Annum, the 3-hour like marathon podcast. I'd like to do that with my nipples with a breeze on them, if at all possible. And that will happen if we get up to that double digits mark by Christmas time. I will subject all of these fuckers on this podcast to my nipples for 3 hours. That is the Budge guarantee. But yeah, for as little as $2 a month, you can be part of this exclusive crew. Just go patreon.com/frettalk. And as a bonus, as a nice little bonus, not only do you get your name read out on the podcast every week, but you get an extra 20 to 30 minute podcast extra special, super behind closed doors podcast after dark special Patreon episode. Yeah, you do. And we're pretty consistent with those. I think I don't even like I've stopped counting the numbers, and they're now like whatever their episode number is, it's that bonus. So I've not even got count of how many there are now. But there's well over 10.
And you get to hear our thoughts unfiltered.
Yeah. And this week you get to hear what we think of the Download 2024 lineup. Oh, I don't think it'll be
the greatest lineup in the history of music festivals ever.
I mean, it's definitely
Or
a
not.
lineup. It's definitely a lineup of a festival, isn't it? Right.
It's definitely a future lineup of a future festival.
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't stay that way. Right, Page backers. Our Page backers are as follows. We've got Mr. Adam Yeomans of Chev Tone Effects. We've got Mr. Andrew Bimpson of The Rising of the Lights, and the person who told us about the download headliners. So thank you, Mr. Andrew Bimpson. We have got the trifecta of Erector. We've got Mr. Hugh G. Rection. We've got Mr. Mike Oxlong and Mr. Gary Goldencock. We've got Mr. Ben Fletcher of Fletcher Pickups. We've got Mr. Brian Gare of the Tone.
Oh, wait.
I mean, yeah, give Fletcher away. We've got Mr. Brian Gare of the Tone Jerks podcast, of the Second Button podcast, and the Off the Rails podcast. Recently, they dropped the 300th Tone Jerks episode, and I love how they just gave a big fuck you to like celebration and just did a normal episode. It was fantastic. We've got Mr. Diabetes Foot, and we've got Mr. Jason Wharton of YouTube. Yeah, just Jason Wharton. Just check him on there. Or PBOD. He's with us there. If you want to catch me online, I am BudgetPedalChap at Facegram, Institute. Facegram, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. The other one, Threads / BudgetPedalChap. Yeah, which I have been using. I've been using Threads. And YouTube, of course, is the home to the No Talk or Tone series. Josh, where can we find you?
You can find me at the Corona Mortis on Instagram, and you can also now find me at Both Sides Suffer. Ooh, what is this? That is, I am cheekily teasing. And you can also find me at Josh Castle TCM on YouTube.
Yeah. And Matt?
I am at heel_MattQ on Twitter, Twinstagram, and Threads.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, we did the thing. Right, so from myself, Mr. BudgetPedalChap, from Oh My Gosh, It Is Josh, and from Mr. Matt Quine. Say bye, Matt.
Bye, Matt.
Woo. It will be a tatty bye, and good night for this week. Auf Wiedersehen.
Bye.
Bye. I haven't sold a single copy of my autobiography. Story of my life.